to Vampire the Masquerade, the Transylvania Chronicles, here on Dork Tales. I'm your storyteller, Kelly. How you seeing him? And folks, I am incredibly excited to be heading back into the dark medieval world today on the Transylvania Chronicles as we continue our trek across the Transylvanian Alps with guest star Goratrix, which I always want to say Goratrix Lestrange now. Thank you. But I'm not traveling alone. I am bringing this cavalcade of creepy creatures with me. Why don't we go ahead and meet them, starting with Robin.
Hi. Yes, I am creepy creature Robin. I use she, her pronouns, and I am excited to just be playing normal, absolutely normal. Tereza, Dinescu, our Zamisi of the group, who also uses she, her right now. Yeah, I almost said Tereza Dimitrescu this
Tereza
time when doing the
Dimitrescu.
intro. I stuttered over it. I was wondering when that was going to happen, so I'm honestly surprised
I
it
did
took
it last
to
episode.
Yeah, I'm surprised it took to episode 12. To be honest, I'm surprised it
I have a
lasted
very
that
important
long.
question for you, Robin. Are you going to become Big Mommy?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
the point.
That's the point, is expanding your horizons and also your bones?
Yeah, and my bosoms.
Well, I mean, obviously. Their flotation device in event of another flood.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else coming out of you, Robin? Besides gallons of blood?
Yeah. No, I think I'm good. I'm excited. I want to murder Goratrix. But yeah, it's fine.
Oh God, I forgot how much smarm I have to have tonight. Okay. Getting
Yeah,
that back.
yeah, smarm.
Over in the corner, we've got Chris.
Nobody puts Rainald in the corner. Hi,
Oh.
I'm Chris. Kelly put Rainald in the corner.
I put you in the corner.
I go by Blogg in the chat. Happy to be here tonight. You see him and they them pronouns. Really looking forward to this. I play our La Sombra priest, and yeah, just looking forward to seeing what we can wring out of this Tremere.
Right. Well, let's see what we can wring out of your salubri next with Kal.
Hello, everybody. My name is Kal. I use he, him pronouns, and so does Bastien, your local salubri. There's only ever 7 of us. Don't worry about it.
There's probably a couple more right now, at least like 9, but it'll go downhill.
Oh, at least 9, yeah.
Right now.
And
oh wait, sorry, 8 now.
Uh-oh. And 7, that's right. Up until 6. We go to the Tremere Chantry, maybe that's how we get down to 7. I don't know, man. Maybe we should trust this Goratrix guy.
I think so. He seems legit to me. What do you think, Jen?
I don't think he's that legit. He's maybe a little not legit, but anyways, hi, I'm Jen. I use she, her pronouns, and I am playing Alëna, our lovable, squishable gangrel. Definitely squish her. She's squishy.
She's squishy. All right. Folks, we have another party member here repping Goratrix as well, and that, of course, is Bookwyrm Games. Hey, Bookwyrm Games is our fantastic sponsor, has been for the past year. They are our sire. They are the leader of our coterie. They are the one who provided me with these gemstone amethyst dice. Actual amethyst, raw amethyst that I roll, and tonight I rolled a 2 to start off the night, which means that I'm definitely going to need these Hurt the Moors that were bought for me. Dork Tales would not be able to function as it does without the love of Bookwyrm Games, so go check them out. They're a fantastic company that's located outside of British Columbia, or inside of British Columbia, I should say, and they are, your local dice emporium that can give you 15% off if you use code DorkTales, all one word, on checkout. Not only that, you spend 100 Canadian dollars, which is like not much. It really is.
Go in with friends, right?
Go in with friends, right? And they get free shipping. So if you're in the Transylvanian Alps, you can get World of Darkness inspired dice airlifted by kobolds to you, as far as I understand. That's pretty good. Or maybe, you know what, given the fact that the owner and proprietor of Bookwyrm Games is a massive World of Darkness nerd, you might have them delivered by Schlachta. So, that's always great with like a 2-headed meat monster comes up and is like, oh, here's your dice, right?
Oh, I forgot about my meat monsters. I left them at home.
Let my meat monsters grow! Rita Repulsa throws the staff. Anyway, thanks Bookwyrm Games for sponsoring us, even though I say shit like that. I love you. Thank you so much for your help. Also, a big thank you to everybody on Patreon. We just got another Divine Producer today, and I'm very excited to welcome them into the fold. So I will be doing so later this game. Besides that, does anybody have any experience expenditures or anything that I need to know about before we begin? Perfect. All right, so quick reminder, last time you all traveled into the Holy Sepulchre, where you retrieved the staked and then ceremoniously unstaked body of Goratrix, one of the 7 most powerful Tremere on the planet. As you did so, you found out that Goratrix does not want to go to Ceoris, and Goratrix told you that, in fact, should you take him to Ceoris, your lives may be forfeit, for it is a forbidden place that non-Tremere should not attend to. A bunch of things happened. He may or may have said some sweet words using Dominate to both Bastien and Dominic, and he definitely got slapped by Tereza. And Alëna has been listening in the entire time in the form of a raven. How is an Alëna like a writing desk? Because they both hurt a lot when they get dropped on you. All right. Does that summarize everything that we need to know going into this?
I think so.
Perfect. All right. So the trip from the small hamlet that you were in right now, well, the small town, to Ceoris is likely to take at least a pair of weeks. You discussed with Goratrix that, well, if you don't know how to reach there, it's not your fault if you don't reach there in a, reasonable period of time, buying him some time to live, which is where we're going to begin tonight's game. The trip away from the small town of Timisoara is even more uncomfortable than you could have imagined. Goratrix stays with you in the carriage. And throughout the time, moving to the Transylvanian Alps, the weather turns even worse, if such a thing could be possible. Each day is a battle as your retainers force the wagon onward over roads that are eradicated by constant rain. Each night is a struggle to find shelter adequate for you. For while the lot of you can easily sleep away in the seclusion of that wagon, your retainers are not quite so lucky. Can I please get a perception and empathy roll off of everyone?
What
Not off
is
of our retainers.
the difficulty?
The difficulty on this is going to be, I'm going to say, we're going to use a different difficulty for this. We're going to say that it is 10 minus your humanity.
And if you don't have humanity?
Then it is going to, I'll say it's still 10 minus your road.
Yeah. Okay. So wait, but
Point of order, because I was going to do
Point of
some
order?
things at the end of last game, and then we ran out of time, which is fine.
Okay.
I needed to feed, for one.
Okay.
But I was going to go out and essentially, I have not gone around the carriage except in raven form and like flying in and out, specifically hunting some deer because I said I'd make some shoes, so I want some leather. And then I am basically trying to not interact with Goratrix at all at this point. So I don't think I should make the roll because I don't interact with the
All right, so
retainers.
instead, make me a survival roll.
Cool.
Actually, make me, well, if you're feeding off the deer, just make me one survival roll at, we'll say a difficulty of 8. Your specialty will apply.
Okay, what attribute?
Let's go with, you can use perception or wits.
Okay, it's the same. Cool.
All right, so, and you all hold on to your successes because Jen wanted to do that prior to you all heading off. I'm going to deal with her first, and then I'll come back to you in the carriage trip. So just remember to write down your successes or failures. Jen, how are we doing?
That is 4 successes.
Now, were you planning to do this hunting prior to leaving Timisoara?
Basically, my idea was that once the carriage was kind of en route, because I figure a road's a road. It can only go really in a couple of directions, and for a while they'll be on the same road. So
absolutely, and the weather is torrentially bad. Thus your difficulty 8 to actually hunt in the dark with all the rain and the disturbances. You have no problem. This is basically like trying to like. This is catching up with like a toddler, right? Not a particularly well fast walking toddler.
Yeah. But yeah, so I was pretty much going to just see where the carriage was heading and then kind of go off and hunt and all of that.
So it is headed off quite a ways away. You have a rough idea. There's only so many roads heading out of Timisoara, and there are very few roads that actually connect with the rest of things here. I'm just double checking where Timisoara is on this map. It is. So this is headed. The problem is a lot of these places no longer exist. So it and they didn't write them on the map.
Or change the names or whatever.
Change the name. Yeah, Timisoara is something starts with an S now. But Ceoris is imaginary for the most part. At least the Chantry is. So you, in Raven form, are able to swoop down, and through the trees, you are able to find a young fawn being cared for by an old, middle-aged, matronly doe. Are you taking both or just one?
I'll take both.
You swoop down. The blood of the young fawn is sweet and filling. Between the two of them, you are going to be able to add, let's say, 5 points of vitae, 5 points of blood to your system.
Cool. That's good.
And we'll be able to start to craft supple leather shoes. Now, do you have any skills that would allow you to do that? Do you have crafts or anything like that?
I have crafts, specifically leatherworking and metalworking.
Beautiful. Why don't you go ahead and make me a dexterity or intelligence plus crafts roll.
Cool. I will do dexterity and crafts. At difficulty 9, I have 2 successes.
Difficulty 9, you have 2 successes. All right, so these are going to be fairly rudimentary. You don't have the time at this point to do any type of, like, tanning, because tanning does take quite a while to cure the leather correctly, but at the very least, you will be able to skin enough that you can put it in your possessions when you shapeshift back. And it'll keep for a couple of days or even weeks probably, with all of the fat and juices scraped off of it. And salted, probably. Something to dry it out. You know the process better than me with that crafts roll. And Jen probably knows the way better with your experience in the SCA.
Definitely time, but it's preserved in some way that it'll be fine. Cool.
You can make basically very like untanned doeskin shoes for Bastien. Cool. They will not last super long. They won't be particularly tough, but they will be soft. So there's something there. But given the state of Bastien's shoes, he was basically walking on cardboard shoes anyway, or at least the medieval equivalent.
Yeah.
Of like ballet flats. So this is going to be an upgrade no matter what.
Cool.
You are going to be able to do that and have plenty of time to spare. In fact, if you really wanted to, there is a chance you could fly probably 3 or 4 days down the road, set up some tanning inside of a cave, and then fly back and wait for them to get there.
That's
I'm
fair,
not sure.
actually.
Right? Like, you couldn't do it out in the open because the weather's shit. But
Yeah, and I'd need to light a fire kind of aspect
oh, that's right,
Probably.
because you have to use heat. You use heat for that.
to dry it out at the very least.
Yeah. So this is a long-term project, but at least you have the basics and plenty of doe skin to make extras with.
Yeah.
So
Which is
you
good, because
absolutely
I think
have that.
Rainald also maybe wanted some shoes. I'm just starting with Bastien.
You're just gonna be like making shoes. You're like a cobbler.
Yeah, yeah.
That's gonna be your name in the modern era. You're gonna be Alëna Cobbler. That's gonna be your last
Kind of
name.
like that.
I'm gonna be like, what is this? I gave myself a last name, but I've forgotten what it was over these 800 years. I'm just gonna choose this one.
Beautiful. So back at the cart, the wagon struggles for several days. Looking at this, with empathy, let's see. So, Robin, you got 3 successes. I'm seeing. Kal, you got vibes. Absolutely will apply. Rainald, how many did you get?
1.
1. Rainald, the retainers, although loyal, even Carl, is starting to look weary. Carl is in the prime of his life, but as he wakes you for the night, you can see that he's starting to look a bit older. Not from actual age, but from the lack of sleep. He's starting to display deep bags under his eyes. And actually, I'm going to make a quick roll for Carl. And against all odds, despite what you would expect, there's like the barest hint of a bit of a frog in his throat. Meanwhile, Clara is absolutely beset with cold. When she speaks, her nose is bright red. Snot dribbles down her lovely lips. And she occasionally finds herself blowing into the handkerchief or onto the forest floor while she tends to her tasks. As well, Lena appears to have caught a little bit of a flu as well. She is achy, she is complainy, and her vibes are definitely off, Bastien. This is exhausting.
Bastien, I don't know if you've noticed, or I don't know if Lena as well, but I've noticed Clara has fighting sickness. I am starting to get concerned for her health and what this trip is doing for her.
How long has it been raining?
4 days
Weeks?
straight.
Days?
Yes, and can I get everyone here to remove 4 points of blood?
Oh boy. I can't
Alëna?
I can't be full anymore. I'm hungry.
Alëna, remove 2 points of blood. Because you have been snacking from your hunting.
Oh, we'll have to.
Father!
Would- Oh,
Yes.
Lena?
There's a stream up ahead. I suggest that some of us bathe. Were we not already showered?
I like how we both spoke up, Rainald.
Old habits.
Father, would you like me to wash your back?
We should let everyone rest. The horses. One of them goes, and It's an inconvenience, but Lena goes, and well,
There must be some sort of medicinal herbs around here. I'm sure if we take a brief moment to try and procure those, maybe it will help.
I'll
stave
try
off
to-
sickness.
I'll check the maps with who's usually
The driver's usually Carl. Dominic usually sits up front and acts as the man at arms for the wagon. Carl's just as good in a fight,
Good deterrent.
but Carl has more of a slow head about him than Dominic, even at this age.
I'll geez, what map sense, travel sense. I'll talk with Carl while they're heading to
Yes,
well, when we get to the river, I mean, to try to find out how many days we are away from whatever villages they might be aware of, or if we're gonna have to rough it.
So, with that, the wagons will make their way and will eventually stop alongside what river is a vast overestimation, although, given the torrential rain, this creek has swollen into a solid stream. Enough that, were there not a small bridge made of old stone that you recognize the next time you pass across this area in 100 years, that bridge will not be here anymore. In 10 years, you wouldn't trust a wagon on it. But it's enough to go over what would be referred to a few hundred years from now in America as a crick. However, now the water is swollen over enough that your horse's hooves are going to be submerged as they walk across it. It swells pregnantly, and Lena will approach it, drink deeply from it with cupped hands, and will call backwards, "Father, do you need me to wash your back or not?"
Of course.
"Should I wash Brother Rainald as well?"
He's one of those monks that I've never seen without his robe, funnily enough.
She whispers in a
If I were
stage
to-
whisper. "Do you think he has a cock?
Well, it's impossible
Or did he
to
give it to the
tell.
Christ God?"
It's impossible to tell because if you were to disrobe him, he would just have another robe underneath. It's robes all the way down. Until you get to the he gets smaller and smaller until you pull off the last one and he's just gone.
There's just a robe right on the cock.
Just a little.
Ah. So he is a penis
hello,
enrobed.
Tereza.
I could not overhear your very, very quiet stage whisper of,
I am very stealthy and subtle.
you are very...
Perhaps we should
Go
perhaps we
ahead.
should focus on more important matters than my robes.
My lord, Carl will say, should you need your back washed, I can attend to you, of course, Father. And you swear that he seems somewhat jealous at Lena's assumption that she would wash you.
Thank you, Carl.
Yes.
But I think perhaps you should get some rest.
Yes. He nods and warily heads back to look for a place to set up a tent. Tereza, what are you doing?
Right as Jen types that. Tereza, could I make a some sort of mental stat and medicine or hearth wisdom to try and
Look for
find
herbs?
some Yeah, for
I would love you to. I would love you to make me an intelligence and hearth wisdom check to go through some of the local fauna. Now, because of the weather, I am going to say that, are you going to use auspex?
Yes, I will definitely.
I will say it's difficulty 7, not because of perception, but just because everything's flooded. Like, you're going to basically be like, is this Nernroot type of, pulling stuff out of the water?
Yeah.
Is there any way that, and maybe it's a luck check or something, but that I might be nearby and could like signal Tereza in any way?
Oh, absolutely.
I was gonna say like I know that Tereza knows that Alëna has much more wisdom about that, so she would definitely try and send Polnok to go find Alëna if she's in the area.
I was going to mention that, but her being gone seems like the crew would regularly be used to that if we've known each other for more
You're used
than
to me
this
just
many
taking
years.
off and then finding you later.
Yeah.
So there'd be no reason to have brought her up, but if there's any like lip like, hey, don't mention that we even know Alëna, would anyone have mentioned that to Bastien, or? Oh, okay, just wondering.
I was gonna say, I think Rainald feels like mentioning anything to Bastien about not mentioning anything would just make Bastien mention it. So,
Also,
Rainald's just gonna
you're not
say
wrong.
anything.
Yeah. Also, Goratrix already knows about me, that I exist.
Yeah.
Because
I was gonna
of
say
tasting the blood.
Yeah.
And he mentioned a blood witch, essentially. Alëna was just trying to not interact a ton. But yeah, if Tereza basically gets Polnok to
Sure.
get
Polnok will
Alëna.
easily be able to summon you. The raven comes and calls you over, using its raven tongue to you, that the mistress needs you. Mistress, come! All right, summon you
Alëna
there.
will go and in a secluded spot will become Alëna again.
Sure. As you were doing that, as you're flying toward that region, though, you sail overhead, lightning guiding your movements, lightning adding bursts of extra vision to your corvid eyes. Can you do me a favor, though, and make me a perception and alertness roll at a difficulty of 6?
In my storyteller mind, I'm just like, an owl's attacking her, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
I watched a little documentary on owls, and they are
It's the owls
menaces.
from that movie.
Right. I don't think this will affect my role in particular, but I'm letting you know in case it affects your stuff. Because it's dark, I probably have Eyes of the Beast on.
Okay. Perfect. So glowing red-eyed raven.
So you said perception and alertness?
Perception and alertness, yeah.
And my specialty in wilderness supplies?
Yes, because this is specifically involving the forest that is flanking this road.
Fantastic. Well, that's 6 successes with a 10. I'm just going to re-roll that 10. That's just a 2, but 6 successes.
I will return to you and Tereza in just a moment.
Okay.
Bastien, do you head over to the river to bathe?
Yeah.
Stripping off your clothing, you can see that Alëna has come over and has stripped down as well to wash herself off under her arms, her crotch, all of the stinking spots. And as you strip, she will quickly pull out a horsehair brush and scrub your back free of grime and blood. Oh, Father, you have managed to get your clothing absolutely filthy again. Whose blood is this?
Whose blood? Oh, I think I was in the splash zone of, well, you heard of what happened to Someone may have been ripped apart, and I was in the splash zone.
You did so without me?
Not I. I was kind of... I happened to be there.
Well, I can patch this up tonight. Do you have a separate set of clothing to wear? Or did you leave it back at the inn again?
I can find something. I mean, this is kind of just... Maybe I can rip this in half and just have 2 smaller pieces.
If you rip it in half, Father, then I will have 2 smaller pieces, not you.
Oh, right. Okay.
And as fetching as I would be in this, I doubt that... Well, look at you. You're bound to draw attention.
Yes, I do reflect the moon rather brightly.
Yes, there are 2 moons hanging from your lower back right now. Bright and bulbous as
I always said
bulbs
that
of garlic.
If there ever is a great king in need of a court jester, you would do better than I would.
Would there ever be a king as good as my papa? Here. At the very least, I've scrubbed your shirt clean of blood.
Grazie.
Here. Soap.
Oh,
Wash
I
the
don't
front.
really... Okay.
You have blood
Where
caked
did you get
into your...
this?
I stole it.
This is...
Yes. Rosemary. And pig fat.
There must have been a merchant going through town, or... Did you...
You should see what I stole from the soldiers that were from Constantinople.
There were soldiers from Constantinople?
Yes, in the church. The one that you went to. Their wagon. I thought they were off to see the baby Christ. They had frankincense and myrrh. They had
Did
frankincense
you steal that?
and myrrh.
Oh. Maybe we'll be off to see the baby Jesus.
Father, I don't think that he would be very pleased with what you do. Or at least what you drank.
You're right. I think part of the curse is making animal blood disgusting. Perhaps I should refrain from people.
I meant that you were eating pigs.
Oh.
They're filthy creatures.
Well, out of character.
Yes.
Is it all the Abrahamic faiths that don't do swine, or is it Islam and Judaism?
The Christians eat pigs like crazy at this point in time.
I thought they did.
And
They
pigs
were
eat
everywhere
Christians
back
like
then.
crazy, according to death records from England at this time.
Oh yeah, people would just go missing. That's right.
Mostly children. Don't leave a baby near a pig. There are plenty of death records in medieval England that are like, cause of death, pig.
Oh my god. Oh, and they weren't
yeah.
right. They were probably bigger and more boorish, and
they just are omnivores and will.
They're
eat
omnivores
everything.
and they will eat anything. Pigs are great, but even the sweet ones today will probably eat anything they can. But back then they were much less domesticated mentally, and they're very clever.
It's just a matter of time before they make their move.
It's just a matter of time before the pigs take over. It's true.
We've got radioactive swine, swimming swine, Canadian mountain swine.
Yep. So, as you're doing that, the camera is going to pull back over to where Rainald is. Rainald, are you back at the cart? What are you doing?
I'll probably be trying to take over kind of what I think Carl's duties would be, just to try and give him a chance to rest, as well as if I can't think of too much else to do, I will be trying to talk to our guide on this journey.
Goratrix lies in the back of the wagon, smugly watching you. You've been following his directions, and unfortunately, you find yourself moving ever onward against the direction that he says he wants to go. Well, I must say, the weather here is definitely making me miss France.
Well, maybe with any luck we can get you back there. Though, it doesn't seem like that's the direction we're heading.
Listen to me. I need to get somewhere where I can hole up for a while. The way that we're heading, the road to Ceoris is not so dissimilar at times from the road to Budapest. Should you be able to, I will honor our agreement. I will teach you what you need to know, or perhaps give you access to a cache of gems and jewelry that I have stashed away in Budapest. One that could set you up quite a while, as well as set you with a church and flock of your own, Father Rainald.
I think the thing that interests me the most is knowledge on how you do what you do. Your clan. Perhaps we can find a way to, well, I thought we were going to be heading in the other direction.
So did I. But it appears that my liege has other plans.
And what I'm interested in is that information to try and see if we can figure out a way to make sure that no elders can hold sway over our own decisions. I think that might be a mutual goal. Do you
You
not?
think that you wish to break bonds?
Surely there must be a way.
There's a way.
I'm
to
sure
do
you've
everything.
thought about it.
Well,
Perhaps you might not be capable of doing anything in your current situation. Maybe that's why you keep us around.
I keep you around because it pleases me. You are good conversationalists. You are welcome companions on this dangerous road. Who knows what dwells out there in the darkness? I want you to do me a favor.
Mhm.
Can you make me a manipulation plus empathy or leadership roll?
Ooh. Manipulation, and I think my leadership's a little higher. All right.
Because you're trying to lead him to a specific conclusion.
Yeah. Let's see. What do I got here?
And you potentially want to spend willpower on this. To get
Yeah,
your
I'm going
goal
to
done.
spend a willpower.
Okay.
As well. My aura would affect this.
Okay.
So that's -1 difficulty. And
Okay,
Eyes of
so-
Shadow, I think. Oh, no, that's Intimidation.
Ooh,
All right,
good.
so-
Okay, I have my counter roll to this to see whether or
Difficult.
not
Default difficulty?
6. Default difficulty.
4?
4. Be blunt with me, Rainald von Eggenberg. What do you wish to learn from me? What can I give you that would be worth my freedom and your allegiance?
Teach me what you know of the blood magic that you do, and how to influence and break those bonds. And I will use that information on you to break any bonds that compel you. After that, would we not be even?
I need to ask you a question, Chris. Out of character, are you deceiving him, or is this a genuine...
Rainald does not like being controlled, and he thinks that if anyone would... he was being genuine here. Because
I actually
honestly,
flat failed my Auspex roll on you.
oh, wow. Yeah,
That's a lot of
he
ones.
actually believes that if he can free him from whatever information is compelling him to do whatever this is, that there's nothing that we can do to stop him from doing whatever he wants. And then Rainald does not want it. We know what happened with his sire, so...
Fine, then. He pulls back the sleeve of his shirt. First, you'll need to drink.
Okay. He'll do it.
Okay. Take a point of vitae and mark 1 point of... this is something that you never thought you'd hear, probably. Mark 1 point of blood bond to Goratrix.
Only 1 point? Chug, chug, chug.
You had to do it on separate
It's-
occasions.
Yeah, it's by occasion, not by.
No.
I know, right?
He's saying take more vitae until he says
do you-
stop.
Do you want to say... You want to take more?
No, Rainald is not going to take more.
Okay.
Give him a taste of his own medicine.
No, that's all
Alright.
all for you, Bastien.
So, as that is happening and you're drinking his blood, we cut into the woods, where Tereza has wandered off, looking for herbal remedies. How many successes did you get?
1.
1?
Yes. Also, I don't know if I forgot that I had notes that I wanted to do this at some point, but in the break, I don't know if you can add... I wanted to spend XP on my marriage to also add wolves as a animal affinity as well. I don't know if you can do that, but I wanted Tereza to do that as well.
You can have done that. I don't care. It's a pretty minor
Okay.
affinity.
Yeah.
So if it's a 1 point merit, it costs 2 XP.
Cool. All right. I will have that done for Tereza then.
Tereza, with 1 success, as you wander through the wilderness, you are going to be able to find, and I apologize if these do not exist in the Transylvanian Alps, but they do in this world. As you're traveling through there, you are going to find 2 things that could be very beneficial. The first is that you will find a patch of marshmallow root. You know that it contains a mucus-like substance that coats and soothes sore throats. However, as you are plucking that out, you will have enough for several doses. But as you are collecting that, your ears are going to pick up the barest sound of something that could be even better for your companions. You will hear the sound over the storm of buzzing, of dozens and dozens of insects. Do you investigate this?
Yeah.
Nearby, along a sturdy tree, you see a hive of bees built into the side of the trunk, about 6 feet off the ground. There is a bit of activity on the outside, but for the most part, the bees are not taking to the air. Water is not particularly good for the aerodynamic nature of such insects. Still, the hive is quite large, about as large around as a man's core, and probably has quite a bit of honey inside.
Okay. Do insects count for animalism at all?
Yes, but it's a higher difficulty.
Okay. I think Tereza would like to I'm trying to figure out yeah, I think
So if you want to use
yeah, Whispers to the Wild.
Sure. Go ahead and give me that at a difficulty of 8, because these are... might be difficulty 9, but I don't really care. They're bees. What do you tell them?
Buzz off.
All right.
Okay. So, it's
You'll have to
manipulation.
persuade them to give up their queen.
Yeah, I am the queen now.
They have a new queen now.
Usurp the throne. All right. Give me that roll.
Perfect. Manipulation and animal ken is 3 and 3, and difficulty 8.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna spend a willpower. I don't want to botch this. I don't want to get stung.
The bees, not the bees.
Not the bees.
Hey.
Wow, what a wild array of numbers there. 2 successes from 2 10s.
2 successes is enough to clear out the hive enough that you can plunge a finger in and start to collect some of the honeycomb.
Great. I think cause it's been a few days, I think I would say retroactively Tereza would probably, I forget about duration, but she would be having her claws out. Just she does not trust Goretrix, so I think that's something that she's gonna really have always out on her. So I can make a bodycrafts roll if you need.
No, that's fine. I think that's acceptable. So you're going to be able to begin to dig into this hive. And as you do, we're going to follow the camera up. Alëna, you are flying over. Polnock has summoned you to go aid Tereza. As you are making your way over the horizon, you'll see her working through some of the edge of the wood, probably about 100 feet away from where the carriage is, or the wagon is. But as you do that, you are going to see that there is movement in the bushes. Something is trying to hide nearby, just out of her perception. Something fleshy. Something naked. You see the extended abdomen of a human being dangling over any genitalia. You see the powerful glutes and legs as this creature scrabbles on its hands and knees. In the bush across the way, you see another creature, necklace, its chin fused down into its sternum. These are horrible, misshapen creatures that are making their way around toward Tereza. Tereza, can you do me a favor and make me a perception and alertness roll at a difficulty of 8? This is sound-based.
Okay. Perception and alertness.
This is fine.
This is totally fine.
Not terrible.
Does intuitive apply for this?
No.
Okay. 3 successes.
3 successes. All right, that is not enough. And that is not enough.
Wow.
All right. Alëna, these creatures are coming up from around the bushes. They have elongated fingers that end in one of them in talonous claws like a hawk. The other has long, rigid fingers like Tereza's own. The one without a neck has spines like a huge porcupine growing out of its back, made of solid bone. They are merely 10 feet away from her at this point, moving between the flashes of lightning. What do?
I would like to caw loudly and dive bomb one.
All right, let's make an
Aiming for the
initiative roll.
eyes.
I'm assuming I also
You may make an
this
initiative roll as well. Yeah.
Cat.
You just won't. You'll just be surprised the first round.
Yes, it's Dex and Wits.
Dex and wits.
Plus a
Don't forget to
D10.
add your celerity to that roll.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
so
right.
I have a 10 and a 14.
I forgot to add my celerity too.
Right.
Celerity, it's you kind of forget that with the
Look
d20
at
rules.
you two with
With initiative.
celerity.
Yeah.
Can I get Rainald and Bastien to roll as well? Just because this is only about 100 feet from you, so you'll be able to hear this once the fight breaks out after the first round. So
And this
looking
is
at
a D10 plus. I always
your
forget this.
dexterity
Dex
and
and
wit scores. So the total, the number, the sum of those two attributes, plus a d10.
And any
so,
celerity you have.
Cool. I like that.
Alëna, what is your? Oh, pardon me, Tereza, what is your initiative modifier? Like, what's the number?
7.
God damn it! Roll another d10.
Oh gosh. 8.
8. Okay.
I'm assuming not
Bastien.
adding anything. You just want the roll off, right?
I just want the number because when you're tied, you compare. But this thing has a 7 as well. So I have Bastien, Alëna, Tereza. The first one of these creatures, followed by the Rainald, the second one, and then Goratrix at the bottom. Actually, you know what? I'll roll for Lena as well, because you know what? She's washing her hair. She can't hear anything.
Also, can you remind me how armor works again? Because I
It
feel like
is,
I'm about to get attacked.
It's additional soak dice, if I'm not mistaken. Or is it additional health levels? It's different in every system, and I run a lot of systems. Let me just double check.
Yep, that's why I'm wondering if you remember off the top of your head, because I'm getting things confused, and I actually have armor for like the first time ever.
345.
Oh, I just skipped that page.
Just checking
Armor.
it very quickly.
Soak dice
So-
pool. Kept.
Cool. And I believe it also does potentially allows you to soak lethal damage if you normally can't. Of course, you can. Yes. Oh, hey, they finally printed that soak dice can't botch. That's great.
Oh, nice.
Armor can be destroyed.
Yep.
So anytime damage doubles the armor rating, the armor is broken.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So that's a rule that I actually didn't know. So that's great.
Interesting.
Yep. And if a weapon has armor piercing, it ignores that.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Okay. So, Bastien, you are not going to do anything at the beginning of this round. So, Alëna, you're going to dive bomb. Are you doing this in Raven form?
Yep.
Or are you... Okay, go ahead and make me an attack roll.
Cool. I am spending a point of blood to use Raven Ag Claws.
Oh, shit.
Because I can do that.
Gangrel are grotesque. All right, give it to me.
Right. Okay, and so am I using... actually...
You use
I'm
Dex and
guessing...
Brawl.
Yeah, I'm using Dex and Brawl, but actually my Dex and the Raven's Dex are the same, so it doesn't matter. My Brawl, however, is different.
You use your Brawl.
Yes, I know. That's...
Okay.
Yeah. It was just physical stats. I was
Totally.
not sure. That is 3 successes.
3 successes. All right. Go ahead and roll me strength plus 1 for the ag clause. So strength plus 3 aggravated damage.
Ooh. And this would be Raven strength, though.
This would be your Raven strength, yes.
Cool. That's what I thought.
But the extra precision does add to your dice, so that's pretty good.
Yeah. Also, it's only 1 die off of my actual strength, so it's not that bad. Ravens are buff, y'all.
Ravens are... You do not want a raven in your head.
Yep. That's 2 successes.
2 successes. 1 moment. I get to roll some fortitude. Hey, that's a success. Okay. All right. 1 point of aggravated damage as you swoop down and take a gouge. Are you going to the necklace one or the one with the distended gut?
I'm going to the one that I feel is closest.
Okay. That would be the necklace one. So you are going to claw down the side of its face, pulling one of its eyeballs out as you scratch down, ripping open its side of its face. That is going to be enough of an alert, though, as the first one. Tereza, you are going to hear that call, and Yal, you may make a defensive roll. So you can't take an action, but you can make a defensive roll. The one with the distended gut, you see that this might have once been a man of about 5'5", but now is a hunched creature with 3 legs that have been fused into its core. Its gut hangs down over that 3rd leg, blocking anything that once stood between them. Its skin is leathery and thick, and its eyes have been fused into a single slitted pupil in the center of its forehead, its mouth descented, jaws sharp like a bear trap. And it is lunging to attack you with a bite. You may make me a dexterity and athletics roll to dodge.
Okay.
And you can spend willpower on this if you choose to.
Yeah. May I use, could I use Brawl and do a block?
I'm gonna say no because this is catching you off guard.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
Okay. Dexterity and athletics. So I am not getting my turn this turn. Yes, I'm just doing my...
You were surprised, unfortunately.
Okay. What about Polnock?
Polnock can get his turn.
Okay. Because he goes directly after me.
Yeah. I'll say that I'll just put a /P for him.
Okay.
Okay, 1,
So
2, 3.
Dexterity and Brawl.
Okay.
Or dexterity and athletics, sorry. Take a dice away. What, standard difficulty?
Standard difficulty of 6, yes.
Okay. I I do not have a specialty. I wish I did. That's gonna be 4 successes.
4 successes. Oh, that's great.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 6. I have 2 successes to hit you still.
Okay.
Did you add your celerity to that dex?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so that's going to be strength plus bite plus 1. All right, let's take a look and see how... Oh, wait, plus 1 for potence. All right, do me a favor and make me a stamina roll, please. Roll me your soak.
Okay. So that plus my armor.
Okay.
That's gonna be 3 points of soak.
Beautiful. Great hit. You are going to take a single point of lethal damage as this thing buries its teeth into the side of your armored skin, rending away some of your flesh. Can you do me a favor and make me a frenzy check, please? Roll me instinct, difficulty of 6.
Is that including my +2?
Oh, pardon me, difficulty 8.
Cap.
This is definitely going to piss you off.
Nope, I fail. That's no successes.
Cool. Congratulations. Welcome to Frenzy.
Yeah.
You no longer suffer wound penalties.
What?
You don't suffer wound penalties in Frenzy, so have fun.
Oh, nice. Great.
All right. That one is going to lunge forward and is going to take a bite out of you. Rainald.
I'm so mad that I frenzy because I never get to do cool shit. I want to awaken the Zulosphere so bad, but I can't.
All right. Back at the wagon, you are going to hear a bestial scream from the woods as Tereza enters Frenzy.
Not again.
Is anybody going to rush to the clearing?
Oh, definitely.
Okay, I will say that both of you and you know what, Goretrix will go too because he doesn't want to get ambushed. The 3 of you will make your way to the edge of the clearing and will be able to act next round. All right, the second one of these, the one that Alëna attacked, is going to attempt to attack, but first, Polnock.
Cool. The Polnock is gonna make a claw attack at this motherfucker.
I hope he does. Let's do it.
All
I did
right.
not defend, so this is going to go straight to me.
Okay.
I keep rolling ones on
attack
these guys.
is remind me. It would
Dex
be
and
what?
Brawl.
Dex and Brawl. Thank you.
Difficulty 6, please.
Dex and Brawl 4 dice. Oh, wait, no, sorry. What? Oh. Sorry. There we go. Ooh, that's a 1 there. Boo. All right, 2 successes.
2 successes. Roll strength plus 1, please.
2.
Is his claws do 1? Cool. Then strength plus 2, please.
Claws do 2 lethal dice.
Okay, so it has a set number. Then roll 3 dice, please, because of the successes. Just a reminder: every success over the first adds additional damage dice.
Yeah. 2. Nope. 1 success.
1 success. All right. He is going to scratch at this one's flesh, but unfortunately, does he have potence?
Yes, he does.
So roll one more
I forgot
dice.
that does. 1 more dice, Cap. I forgot.
One more
that's
dice.
What it does. Oh, that's a 9. So 2 successes.
Okay, so he is going to do 1 point of lethal damage. This creature's armor would have absorbed it, but I only rolled 1 success on my soak, which is ridiculous given the number of soak dice I have. That is going to rend across his face as Polnox begins to peck and claw in a fury. It is going to... I'm going to spend to hurt them more. And I'm going to make an attack roll. I'm actually going to split my attacks. So...
Okay, because Polnock would have gone after the one that went after me specifically in the initiative.
Oh, that one specifically?
order.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Then I'm not going to split my attacks. Instead, I'm also going to take that hurt them more back. And I am going to attack Alëna. Boom. And boom. I'm going to try to claw the shit out of Alëna. Let's see how this goes. 1, 2, 3, 2 only because of that one. Beautiful. Alëna, you're going to be raked by claws. Make me a soak roll.
Cool.
Okay.
Just
+1 for claws.
Oh yeah, right. And it's soak against non-ag, correct?
This is lethal. Yeah.
Cool. Which case, I get to roll all my dice.
I think you're
Yay.
going to be okay. You know what? I'm going to spend a hurt them more to re-roll that because that sucked. That sucked even worse.
Well, I got 6 successes to my soak.
I got 1. I rolled 3 ones on this damage roll. Okay, so you are going to be scratched, but it is going to like remove a couple of feathers, and that's about it. All right, top of the initiative. Bastien, you are going to be able to rush to the edge of this clearing where you are going to see these 2 brutes in combat. There is a tree directly ahead of you that has a beehive that Tereza is kind of pinned up against defensively as she dodges out of the way of, well, she is being bitten by this long neck, distended, gutted, naked monster man, while across the way you see a spiny creature slash at a very large raven that you will recognize as Alëna. Tereza, looking at these creatures right now, I'm going to tell you right now, what's your bodycraft score?
4.
These are Schlachta.
Okay. Well, I don't know if Tereza would, if I'm frenzying, do I?
No, but you know this the second that you saw them, what they were.
Okay.
So you're not going to be able to communicate this, but you know that these are creatures created by vicissitude. Bastien, it is your turn. What do you do? So they're about 30 feet in front of you right now.
Am I able to reach them
Yes,
this turn?
because you basically did a double move to run last round. So you're going to hightail it out. You can reach them. Absolutely.
How naked is my character?
Very naked, but I'm assuming you picked up your sword.
Okay. That's exactly what I was going to.
I'm assuming that if you heard screaming from the woods, you wouldn't just run there buck naked. Like, Bastien's eccentric, but he's not that eccentric.
Yeah. I was just on the weapons page, and then I made the mistake of... Oh. No, lost it. Damn you, search bar. All right, let's go and sword the one that's closest to Tereza.
That sounds great. Go ahead and make me a dex and melee roll, please.
Did I take... Yes, I did.
You probably did. And it is just a regular broadsword, so it is strength +2 lethal upon a hit.
Why didn't... It seems I forgot to, or just didn't, fill in melee, so... I guess it's dexterity minus...
There's so it's dexterity difficulty 7 then.
Ooh! 3 successes.
3 successes. All right, go ahead and roll me. So you're going to roll strength +2 +2. 2 for the 3 successes, and 2 for the sword.
Okay, so weapons are just damage modifiers.
They're just a damage modifier, yeah.
That's easy.
It's super easy. It's honestly a really easy system to work with. I'm going to roll my soak. There it is.
Curse you 1. 3.
3 successes. Lunging forward, you are going to draw your sword back and strike it, and it is going to reverberate off the side of this creature's head. Normally that would have split a man in twain, but it's like striking the side of an oak tree. It doesn't even split the skin. Alëna, it is your turn.
Cool. I'm gonna attack the one that tried to hit me. Dex and Bro.
Go ahead and do it.
I am going to spend a point of blood to activate my celerity, so I don't have to worry about splitting my actions.
Okay, you're gonna make 2 attacks.
So I'm gonna make 2 attacks and defend with no penalty because I have 2 dots of celerity.
Nice.
Yeah.
Still take the dice penalty though.
Yeah. But I don't get the difficulty penalty. Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, right. So the first one is at -1, which is that number. Yes, I can do math. Standard difficulty for that.
Standard difficulty.
4 successes for the
4
first
successes.
attack.
Okay, go ahead.
And then I'm just gonna do the second attack while I'm here, because math. Ooh, that's 3 8s on that one. So 3 successes for the second attack, and then a third attack or a third action will be defensive.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your damage for all of those.
Yeah, that plus.
And I'm going. Give me the damage separately because I'm gonna roll my fortitude.
Yeah.
Hey! Oh. I love it when I roll a 10 on fortitude and then the reroll's a 1. That just is the most womp feeling in the world, even if we're not counting that as a negation.
Yeah.
Does that 1 count?
It doesn't, but it just means that it doesn't go any further, and it just is a kick in the teeth. It's like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
It'd be worse if it did count.
3 damage.
Okay, that is going to be 2
3
points of
damage
aggravation.
and 2 damage.
Okay, 3 and 2. Okay, I have to check one thing real quick, and that is because they changed fortitude between editions. I need to know whether or not I can reflexively spend that after a roll. It's all vampire use fortitude dice to soak. Once per turn, spend a blood point, automatically soak. Okay, so you can just, instead of adding it to your stamina. Cool. You are going to scrabble down. I'm going to spend a point of blood. And so how much blood do I have? I don't have any blood available. Never mind. So that's going to be that. How much? I want you to describe how you kill this thing.
I think in this case, for flavor more than for the dice that I rolled, but I think Alëna buries her claws into this thing's like face and skull, and then the second attack is her beak driving into its brain.
You plunge in, cracking its skull and tasting the sweet meats inside. If you want to, you can feed off this thing after this.
It doesn't have any blood, but
Well, it doesn't have any vitae. It has plenty of blood. It's full of the stuff. Well, it's less full now. You did kind of pop it like a cork. All right.
Fair. Yeah,
that one is going
feed, for sure.
That one is going to fall to the ground. Tereza, it is your turn. You are in frenzy. So in frenzy, you are going to like instinctively attack. If you want to do anything besides attack, like speak, activate disciplines, or anything like that, you can spend a willpower point to control yourself for the round. But you already have claws out, so I mean, it's up to you. Whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide because I got this thing like ages ago when I got Vicissitude 4, and just we don't have combat that much, so I'm kind of like I don't want to save it because it might be months before I get to use it. again.
It's up to you.
Yeah. So I think just to horrify everyone, and she's real fucking mad. I think I'll spend a point of willpower and split my actions. So,
Are you awakening
based on-
the Zulo shape?
I am awakening the Zulo shape.
Mm-hmm.
So with the rules about celerity, so celerity 1 doesn't do anything for additional actions because it's
Yeah,
It
you need celerity
produces
2.
a penalty.
Yeah, so you can split actions. So, well, I guess that means if you activate celerity 1, you can activate a discipline and act. Still. So
without
yeah,
any
you could.
penalties.
Yeah, because the celerity will lower the penalty for that first extra action.
So your first
Yeah.
action, would have no penalty to the difficulty, but would still have a penalty of 1 die to the action. Your second action would be at -1 instead of -2, and then down 2 dice.
So basically,
But
because
I thought when we split an action, it's always the first one after.
Nope.
I don't remember taking 2 die away in 2 difficulty before for
Yeah, it's-
splitting
it's-
We're
actions.
doing it wrong.
we were doing it wrong.
Okay.
Split actions have been a problem since the 90s, so don't worry about it.
Okay, cool.
Every World
All
of
right,
Darkness player.
that's why I was reading that, wanted some clarification because I'm like, wait, we've been doing that. So what is the
So-
benefit of celerity?
Different.
I use
So
my
what you're gonna
bonus
do-
action.
And this is
Right.
really good because Awaken the Zulo shape is not an attack action, so it does not count toward your celerity of only 1 attack action. So you can awaken the Zulo shape with celerity and then immediately attack.
It's one, or it's of your additional actions. You get one
That's
additional
fair. Never mind.
attack.
So that doesn't apply to you. You need celerity 2. So
Yeah.
spend 3 points of blood then.
Okay.
2 for Awaken the Zulo shape, and 1 for celerity.
Celerity. Yep.
And I want you to describe what happens as all of your physical attributes increase by 3 and your socials drop to 0.
Yep. So Tereza's gonna get real mad and very Hulk smash. You're just gonna see her body start to quiver and ripple and shift and just explode into this 8-foot tall monster with long ape-like arms, huge claws on it, covered in fur, giant like bat ears, a weird muzzle maw with fangs, and just this terrible, just haunting growth. I'm kind of picturing the like weird werewolf that Lupin is in the 3rd Harry Potter movie, where it kind of is that weird.
Oh, that emaciated looking werewolf?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
hate that thing. All right.
Yep, me too. And then I'm gonna
Here.
rip this thing's face off.
Okay, so go ahead and make me an attack roll. That's going to be dexterity plus 3. Because of Zulo shape. Then it's going to
Yep.
be your brawl.
Okay.
And you also deal an extra point of brawling damage in this form. So your claw attacks are going to do plus 2 with your claws.
Nice.
So, and I'm gonna roll
All
myself.
right.
You
All
really
right,
need to get Protean.
I do need to get Protean real bad. Okay, so I'm assuming standard difficulty.
Standard difficulty of 6.
Kill. I'll just roll 10 dice. It's okay.
Oh, that's all.
Yeah, that's all. Ho, 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 ho. Holy shit. I'm assuming 10s don't re-roll because I don't have a specialty in this.
I mean, okay. Here is a
there
question,
something good?
guys. If something there's not, you know what? There's not a something good. That's a great way to do it. So no, your
Damn.
10s won't re-roll.
Okay. Unless. Cool. I have 2 10s, which sucks.
Okay.
That's gonna be 8 successes.
8 successes. Balls. I'm going to spend a hurt the more to try to dodge this thing. it's not gonna be 8 successes. But we'll see how that goes. Oh no, I have athletics 1. Here we go, guys. That's only 7 successes that you had.
Aww.
So, what I need you to roll, what's your strength score normally?
My strength score is normally 3.
Okay, roll me
It's-
11 dice of damage.
Okay.
I believe that's correct. That is strength of 3 plus 3 plus...
Is it not my current physical strength?
Pardon me. I forgot to add 3 to that.
Yeah. Yeah,
is
so
that
14?
What did I say? Yeah, 14 dice.
11.
Yep, I'm gonna roll my soak. Here we go. Well, one of them was a 1. Alright. Man, I have like a lot of empty health boxes right now. I like them that way.
Holy shit, though, Kelly. I rolled... there are 4 1s in this. So you might be saved by fucking 1s. Because damage 1 subtract, right?
They do. They can't botch,
Yeah.
but they do subtract.
Fuck. Dead 6. Oh, wow. This is actually... No damage.
Oh no, I hate it when that happens.
Yeah.
I've been in a game before. Actually, I think Jen might have played in this game with my ex-girlfriend, and she had 30 dice of damage on a roll and got 0 successes.
Yeah. Those ones
Oh.
sucked, and then I rolled 2s.
30.
A lot of 2s and 4s.
Yeah.
So yeah, 14 dice. No successes.
Okay, so what is going to happen is you are going to reach forward as you shapeshift to this, and you are this thing's going to dodge back. You are going to bury your claws in this thing's distended belly, which hangs down like a beanbag chair, and are just going to pull and rend like blood and fat out of this. That appears to not do like much damage at all, unfortunately. But that definitely how much? Okay. This thing is going to screech and try to bite you again. This is not going to go well for it, but it's built for one thing, and this is it. It's going to spend a willpower point, and then is going to... Actually, it's going to split its actions. It's going to... so that's a plus difficulty. That's going to be doing 2 attacks. That is strength plus brawl. Okay. And that's going to be minus that. The first is going to be a bite at Tereza. Tereza, make me a soak roll, please.
Okay, so since I shapeshifted out of my armor, I'm assuming my stamina's just...
You didn't shapeshift. Your armor's still there in Zulo form.
Oh, okay.
You just got bigger and worse. Okay, so that's going to be boom, and then 4. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I am so pissed off at my dice right now. I am so pissed off at my dice. Because that's
I'm
6
sorry.
on the stamina roll.
6 dice? Or 6 successes?
6 successes.
Okay, it is going to bite into your flank again, but with your Zulu nature, it's going to take... You're not going to take any damage, unfortunately, for me. It was close. Like, you soaked exactly the amount of damage it did. And then it is going to rend its claws backwards and strike Bastien across the chest. Bastien, I need a soak roll. So that's
All right,
10
this is
your stamina plus fortitude, difficulty 6.
I have the chainmail. I didn't have time.
You're
to
naked.
Put it on.
Yeah, you're naked right now.
Go stamina.
For armor, is that when it attacks you, or even when you soak armor damage?
It's when you
'Cause it says
soak.
damage roll.
Yes, your armor will be destroyed. But I think it was probably... Oh, wait, is it... It's physical armor. right? It's like plating that you added.
It's bone armor that she crafted.
Okay, so your bones are broken, basically, by that.
Yeah. No, that's what I just wanted to ask.
So you'll have to recraft that, but honestly, not a big deal. Bastien, how many successes did you get?
2.
You're gonna take 4 points of lethal damage as this thing rakes you with its claws, snapping open your rib cage, and your entrails are going to start to spill out as it dances its fingers down into your abdomen. I need a frenzy roll at a difficulty 6, please.
There's my health. And it's lethal.
It is lethal.
4, you say?
4, yeah.
Uh-oh. Ain't doing good.
That's not good.
Oh, frenzy.
Yeah, frenzy roll, please. Self-control, difficulty of 6.
Come on, hot dice. 1 success.
Okay, you are going to be able to control yourself for 1 round before having to make this roll again. All right, that is Rainald's turn.
So there's 2 of these things?
There's 1 of these things now. A giant raven that you recognize as Alëna is pecking the brains out of one that has collapsed onto the ground.
All right, this other one, we're in a semi, like there's trees around, like where the thing was hanging from, lots of shadows. I'm gonna use Arms of the Abyss.
Okay.
And summon a bunch of shadow tentacles around it.
Okay, are you spending celerity so that you can attack with them as well? Same round?
Do I need to?
I don't think they act on the first round of combat.
Sure, I'll spend for celerity. Though. I will.
Oh, pardon me. The tentacles receive 1 independent action.
Awesome.
So apparently they act as you direct, but they have their own actions.
So I will get 3. Yeah, I'll get 3 of them, and I'm going to just get each of them to try and hold this thing down, so that using just physical like grab around it and hold it down for the others to do it. I don't know if they count as different combatants in the combat. So that's
they act simultaneously, but they all go together. So this is going to be
if they count as multiple attackers around it, that would be an additional 3 dice penalty or 3 difficulty penalty to its rolls under multiple attacks.
Mm-hmm. So so you have a dex and brawl roll with each of them at a difficulty 7.
Right. So just so they have no brawl, so just strength, right?
Yes.
All right. First one, 1. Second one, 1. Third one, 1.
Okay.
I'll take it.
So, and they just work because it has not tried to struggle against them. So you are going to clinch.
Sweet.
3 tentacles are going to wrap around this creature
And just hold it down.
and like try to struggle. It's going to try to struggle against them, but that is going to be very.
Rainald will back away just a little bit. Just be like, whoa.
You're gonna basically bump into Goratrix as he stands behind you. Do you think they have this one in hand? It seems like you might.
Oh, I'm sure that it'll be short work of it soon.
Perfect. Goratrix will hold his action to defend himself. Bastien, top of the initiative.
We just got one of these guys here, right?
You do, and it's being held right now.
being held. It is time.
Uh-oh. What are you doing?
Its eyes are still there, right?
Its eyes are still
Most
there.
of its eyes? Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
both
this is
of this one's
the
eyes.
Cyclops?
This is the oh, sorry, one of its eyes is still there. Yes, it is the Cyclops. And Alëna made the other one a Cyclops before she knocked its brain out.
Going to meet its Cyclops eye with my third eye, and somnambuli, sleep, and use Gift of Sleep.
All right, Gift of Sleep. We're gonna find out what's my.
Unless it's not a living being, but I mean, Bastien don't know that.
It is a living being, just barely, but that is going to be. I'm just checking.
It's
Valor
on
to
page
see it.
260 if you wanna.
Perfect.
It's a contested
Gift of
willpower roll.
Sleep. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Roll me willpower to put a living being to sleep. Willing or unwilling. You must make a contested willpower roll against the subject. Difficulty 8. Oh! Oh wait, that's not as good as I thought it was. Okay. I believe in you.
Oh, damn you won. Damn you won. Let me check something. There's a lot of oh no, that's Morphean Blow. No, I don't have Morphean Blow yet. There's a lot of oh wait, the Salubri Knowing Gift of Sleep. There's a lot of crossover between the
between the three gifts
Valorants.
or the three paths. Yeah.
Increases the duration. Okay, 4 successes. Doesn't give me more
4
dice.
I got 3.
Oh,
So he is going to sag at your touch. Which, Alëna, are you just going to be devouring the blood out of this other one?
Yeah, pretty
As
much.
that-
And then
Cool.
flying off.
So please do me a favor. You can drink. If you're going to pop out of initiative, you can drink 10 points of blood out of this thing.
Cool. I will take 7.
Tereza. Can you do me a favor, please? This thing's right in front of you. It's asleep. I would like you to make me your attack roll at difficulty 4. All right, give me that roll. He still gets to soak.
Difficulty 4. Okay.
Like, this thing's asleep. You are going to tear into this. He had a good soak roll.
That is 7 successes.
7 successes. All right, please give me that huge stonking damage. So, did you remember to roll your celerity in that attack?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so we're looking at your strength of 6 plus, that was 7 to hit?
That was 4. Yeah, so it's 14 again. It's the exact same. We're gonna try
All
this
right.
again and see if I do not get
Redo.
if I don't get 0 successes again. If not, I'm just a little cursed for combat the past couple days. Okay, that's much better. Though there's a
Much
ton
better.
of 5s that are fucking taunting me. Oh boy.
yeah, your difficulty's lower because he's asleep. I thought Kelly said.
Not for
That's on a
damage,
difficulty
though.
to hit, not for damage.
This is damage. Yeah.
Asleep and held.
And sleep and held.
Oh, you can rock him. He'll wake up with an extra willpower. Well,
I rolled 5 5s, 3
Yahtzee.
3s, 2 4s. Out of 14 die, that's 4 successes.
That's 4 successes. Okay. You are going to rend into his gut again. I think that's going to wake him up,
Never
though.
went the other turn.
Polnock didn't
Polnock
go.
never- Yeah.
So So let me just double check what happens. Being put to sleep in the midst of combat is entirely possible. Struck with a weapon will snap them back to full wakefulness, though. So he's gonna just let out a scream as you disembowel him, pulling his guts out. So out of that, that's going to be 2 points of lethal damage suffered by the critter, as you literally reach into that distended gut and pull out ropes of intestines in your rage. So he's going to scream, and Polnock. Might I suggest something to you as a grotesque horror storyteller?
Uh-huh.
Fly
off with his insides?
No, I was going to say, you know the whole, the nursery rhyme about being baked into a pie and all the birds pop out?
Yeah.
Well, you just made a hole.
Yeah, I know. Is he? So yeah.
So crawl into him for warmth.
Yes.
I thought these things smelled bad on the outside.
Inside. Yup. Yes.
If Polnock goes in there, I'll give you extra damage dice.
Polnock's gonna go in there.
It's alive after her attack?
Yeah. It soaked real well.
I only did 4 out of the dice. Alright, what is Polnock's difficulty for?
Difficulty to attack that hole is going to be 6.
Okay.
Because it is awake again now.
That's only 2 successes.
That's still enough to get in there, so go ahead and roll me. So you're going inside. That is going to be claws plus potence. Roll me 5 dice of damage, please.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
4 points of lethal damage from Polnock. Polnock did the same amount of damage as Tereza did.
And I only soaked 2 of them. So Polnock is going to crawl inside the wound and just start tearing this thing apart from the inside as it's going to scream and is... I'm going to make a courage roll, basically. Okay, they're pretty mindless, but it's going... It's gonna shriek and try to run. It turns and begins bolting directly in the direction of Rainald.
It does not until.
Oh, you're right. It's totally held by your tentacles. What am I doing?
Oh.
It cannot move. Thank you so much. Oh my God! Wait, hold on. So Polnock actually would have been rolling at a difficulty of like 5 or less for that. I would say.
I only resisted the frenzy for 1 round.
Yes, can you make me another frenzy check, please?
Is it the round that it attacked me? Or just the remainder of it?
It is the round you used your gift of sleep on. So you were good till then. Now, if you want to be good going forward, make me another self-control roll.
Thought I'd bring that up.
Thank you so much for reminding me about that. When the action occurs.
I don't remember. I think I did see a couple 5s in Polnock's roll, but it's...
roll me 2 more dice of damage then. Okay, so
nope,
this
that
thing
was
is
a 2
going.
and a 4, not in the hearts of the cards.
This one is going to. So this Schlachta is going to try to rip out of this, making a strength and brawl roll. I will say so. I'll subtract dice for being held
by multiple combatants.
Yep. And I have to get more successes than you do. On the next action. So you need to roll me strength and brawl for each one.
Yep. And so because there's 3 of them rather than for each one, or do we just want to increase his difficulty by 3 and do 1 roll?
I just subtracted 3 dice from his pool.
Oh, okay. So 1.
You know what? Maybe I should increase his difficulty by 3. I'll say that it's, what is that, difficulty of, so it'll be
9.
I'll just re-roll this at a difficulty of 9.
Okay.
And I got one. I got 1.
I got 1.
I got 2. It re-rolled.
All right, so that's his action, though.
His action is going to be pulling free of all of that, and Goratrix is going to just watch this, and is going to... Let me just double check one thing real quick. Fortitude, potence, thaumaturgy, obfuscate, aspects. Goratrix is going to watch. Because he can. Bastien, what did you get on your self-control roll? 1? All right, you're good for one more round. It's your turn again. What do you do?
It's already wrapped around?
Yep.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so this thing's still alive. There's a bird inside of it.
Yep.
Tereza's... It's broken free of
the bounds of shadow, but Tereza is probably going to rip this thing in half this round.
Back to sleep. Pew!
You can do it again, yeah.
Back to sleep, you naughty thing.
Do you want to do it again?
Oh, fuck, is there a point in me? I'm kind of not the stabbing things character. How can I help the most?
Putting it back to sleep again?
I think... Oh, willpower. Did we regain any willpower while we were traveling, or is it just
you
kind
would
of
have
like...
regained from sleep to full, yeah.
You know what? Let's put this little fella to sleep again. Little
Okay,
fella
difficulty
to
8. Oh boy, you want to roll high.
Oh. No. Warrior. Wrong one. Where are you? Thankfully, the Valerans are all right next to each other.
It's true. Valoran is all right next to each other. So, with...
Difficulty 8.
Difficulty 8, yep.
Increases the peaceful touch. Okay. It's just willpower against willpower, if I'm reading that right.
It is willpower against willpower. I just rolled, and good luck.
That is so bizarre.
What?
I rolled nothing but 10s and 1s, except for 1 9. So 10s are just one success in this case, right?
Well, it's not actually a...
We allowed
What is that?
10s to reroll when I did my moment of truth for
I'll allow it. I'll
willpower.
allow you to reroll the 10s for this, because it's a weird willpower roll. So go ahead.
It is weird. And they keep exploding.
They keep exploding.
Seven.
What? I got 4 at difficulty 9.
Holy shit!
You beat me with 7. Okay, cool. It is going to slump down. Alëna, do you just continue to drink blood? Like in a bird bath, just splashing around?
No, I'm full. I'm flying off.
Okay. All right, sounds good. Tereza, you're up again. This thing's going to
rinse-
sag again in front of you. Once
Rinse
again,
and repeat.
give me
I'm angry.
rinse. Difficulty 4, rinse and repeat.
So yeah, it's
Well, I rolled my soak.
Oh, am I reading that right, Kelly? Sorry to interrupt there. It says... Oh, I see. The difficulty 6 rating is for a willing
If they're
subject.
willing. If they're just like, man, I need to sleep, and you're like, I got you. Then they just sleep.
But the difficulty 8's for both of us.
Yeah.
The hostile target and me. Interesting. So I should increase my willpower.
2 successes.
2 successes at difficulty 4?
Yep, I rolled a lot of 1s again.
Oh my god. Okay. So we're looking at difficulty, pardon me, strength 6, 8. You got 9 dice for damage, I believe.
Yeah, that makes sense. If I was rolling 14 before, and I have
strength
5 less
6 plus
successes.
1 plus.
All right. No offense, your bloodstone dice are just doing me real dirty this game, Kelly. They are betraying me tonight. I'm not a fan, but I'm gonna try them again.
I remove the curse from them.
Thank you.
Shikaka.
Actually, fuck right off.
Did I curse them again?
Blogg, get that rock out. Because no successes again.
Are you kidding me?
Nope.
Time
My
out.
1s are canceling out my successes. Get that rock. Kill him.
Oh my
Put it-
god.
Put him to sleep.
Okay. Polnock time.
Wait, it's still asleep, right?
It's
Yeah.
still asleep because you managed to. So hold on, let me just reread this. Being struck with a weapon. So you were struck with. You did strike it, but its armored flesh absorbed the blow. Polnock is inside of it though. So Polnock, please make me an attack roll at difficulty 4.
I am going to pull out a different set of dice because I can't. These dice have just been cursed this entire combat.
Polnock should
Oh.
have his own set of dice.
He should. I really should get a set of dice for Polnock.
Like Linnea's
should have
dice
his-
are like nice and bright and lavender.
Yeah, I think I need some nice like black.
I mean,
and
I don't
white
roll
dice
for her, but I
Polnock.
think it's funny that I have them.
Oh,
set
for Lena?
aside. Yeah.
What the fuck? Get that. No successes.
No successes at difficulty 4. Why are you cursed tonight?
1, 1, 2, 10, 10, 3.
I need to ask something. Are you secretly Amy?
I'm wondering.
I've checked. I don't think so.
Just
Let it be
need to make
known.
sure.
That this is clear evidence of Robin being honest with all of us.
Yes.
Yep.
I
I'm
feel
fine.
like
I can't believe
Okay.
the most number of 10s I'll ever roll is like putting a monster to sleep for us to just miss anyone.
Oh my
Like
god.
I'll never
My-
like I'll never roll that many 10s. Like the 3 10s, 2 of those were 10.
Yeah.
And then I rolled those 2 again. I'm never gonna get
Oh my
like 7
goodness.
successes
Okay.
on 7 dice.
All right, this guy's turn. He's still noise awake, so
he's
Bring it.
awake. He
He's
is
like,
going to just.
"Man."
I'm gonna roll to see if he runs away. Ready? On a 1, he runs away. On a 10, he attacks Tereza. Okay. He is going to attack Bastien again. Oh, that's gonna be a hit. Bastien, can you make me a soak roll, please?
Yeah.
1, 2, 4.
Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. I should have been using Peaceful Touch on him.
He doesn't seem very peaceful to me.
Okay. Soak roll, you say?
Difficulty 6 plus your fortitude if you got it.
Oh. I'm gonna have to learn Fortitude. No. Wait, what happens if I roll a 1?
It subtracts your successes but cannot bot you.
What was the difficulty?
6.
Okay, so I rolled a 10 and a 1, which makes 0.
It means 0.
And I don't have a soak, a stamina excellency monstrosities.
All right.
Guys.
This one.
new plan. let's befriend this thing because apparently it is.
It's the protagonist.
Yeah.
It spins around and
sleep.
it spins around and buries its claws in your chest, Bastien. You're going to take 5 points of lethal damage.
5, you say?
You're going to immediately fall into torpor.
1, 2, 3 leads to incapped, where I'm okay.
Yep.
And then 4 and 5 is torpor.
Yeah, you'll be in torpor.
And if I'm not mistaken, the 2 extra lethal goes into egg. That's how the system. Yep, got it. It like rolls over.
Let me just double check that one there. One sec.
I had the combat rules over, and it's kind of like that classic.
Yeah.
So the lethal like doubles up on itself and fills in the past.
Yeah, it normally does.
boxes.
I just got to make sure, like, I believe... I never remember if it's you have to fill your entire thing up with egg, or...
It's egg to be destroyed.
Yeah.
It's lethal to be torpid. And it's not fully egg yet.
Yeah.
Don't toss me in the fire.
So, if a vampire is incapacitated or in torpor and then suffers 1 or more levels of aggravated damage, you die. I'm going to say that this is going to drop you into torpor. Any ag beyond this hit will destroy you. So basically, you get this one for
It's
free.
doing lethal. So what is lethal?
So when it rolls... So it will roll over into aggravated damage, but I'm going to say this doesn't destroy you this round.
It has to specifically be like protean or fire, or you need to fill in all my... I'll look it up while you...
Yeah, it's on page 351. You are going to be in torpor. What's your humanity or your road rating?
My humanity?
Yes.
5.
1
That
year.
feels low for me. What's that?
You'll be in torpor for 1 year.
Well, see you guys.
As you are slashed across the chest, you feel death reach up and take you. As you collapse down to the ground, Rainald.
Oh shit. Rainald is going to spend 1 for potence. Going to blood buff 2 more into strength, and then use willpower and chuck a rock at this thing.
Okay, go ahead and make me a
Nice.
roll to throw.
Holy crap. Athletics?
Yeah.
All right. Don't fail me now, Rock. That'll be 5 successes to hit
Okay.
because of the willpower.
Okay.
Wow.
Roll me strength plus 5, please.
Strength plus 5. So
I'm assuming the rock will be big enough that it counts as 1.
cool.
It's actually a pine cone. He gets -3 to damage.
So strength plus 5, and strength went up by 2 because
Okay.
of the blood buff. So automatic 3 from the potence that I spent for.
Oh, great. Okay.
And then,
so
so much more. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9?
9 in total.
Can you describe this rock?
I will see what Bastien go down, and just going back to my instance and thinking about the what happened with the werewolf, I'm just gonna go down and like pick up a rock that was just at Goratrix's feet that he probably just kind of shuffled around a little bit and kicked over, and I'm like, yes, and just whip it at this thing's head as hard as I can.
The head is going to explode like a melon over Tereza, covering her with blood. Tereza, the head of this thing pops off, blood sprays up at you. You are going to be able to pop out of frenzy as the subject of your ire is destroyed. Looking down at this thing, it is spurting blood into your face. What do you do?
So what is considered hungry again?
Hungry for you, probably 4 or less.
Cap. I do nothing.
Okay.
Probably shift back into Tereza.
Shifting back down into that form, your clothes discarded and ripped from your massive form. You stand there as a naked old woman covered in spurting blood. Goratrix looks at the scene with the naked Bastien, torporous on the ground. His third eye clearly visible to the sky.
What the fuck, Goratrix?
I don't know what you mean.
You did nothing to help, and because of that, maybe we could have killed it before it did that to Bastien.
Do you wish him to return? I can wake him.
Yes.
If I have your permission.
By all means.
He'll wander forward. And you will see a brief moment as he walks. He says something under his breath in a language none of you have ever heard. And for the briefest moment, those of you close to him will see his veins begin to glow red in the darkness. Ironic, giving blood to one of his ilk. Awaken, friend. Your time has not yet come. He presses blood into your throat. And Bastien, you are going to gain another point of blood bond toward Goratrix, if you have not already had one, and will suddenly awaken. And the blood that is in your mouth is the sweetest and most condensed blood you have ever tasted in your life. This is ambrosia.
What is the meaning of this? Is this a miracle?
Yes, my son. Arise. Thou art risen, Lazarus.
What is this?
Perhaps Tereza can tell us. As we are traveling through one of your clan's domain, obviously, Goratrix says, kicking the Schlachta with one of his boots.
I do believe he was referring to you waking him from torpor.
I roused you. Fear not, thou art not dead. Well, no more than you were. However, I am growing famished and must ask. He looks down at the Schlachta that is draining onto the ground. Is anyone going to eat this? And I think that's a great place for us to say good night. So thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Vampire the Masquerade, the Transylvania Chronicles. It has been an absolute pleasure to be here with you. A big thank you, of course, to Bookwyrm Games for being our sponsor, and of course, to all of our patrons at patreon.com/dorktales. Starting with my divine producer, my mom, but also our other divine producer who just joined up, our very own Shikan de Vermilion. So thank you so much, Shikan, for joining. I really appreciate appreciate it. I also want to thank our demonic producers, Mysterium MK and Sorcerer Sanguine, our wizards of the Patreon, Tammy the Forever Cleric, the Ink Goblin and Karasha Urquhart, our monster maker, Soul Omen, and our High Council, which is, of course, Taryn, Dustin, Amberthist, Raven with Baubles, Chef Eladeth, Larouk, Kelowna Curd, Mike Baxter, Brian Kaler, and Nerdy Metal Gent.
And my partner, Oni Yuri.
I mean, she's not on the High Council, but she's amazing. So thank you very much, Oni Yuri. Get on the High Council.
I thought she was. My bad.
No. She's on she's a very important patron, though. She's very important to me.
Good.
But a big thank you to everybody who supports the stream. Go to patreon.com and support us right now. I hope you all have an amazing night. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. We'll be back next week, and be sure to join us on Saturday night for Mage the Ascension, the Victorian Age, as they finally make it into Cairo. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next time here on Dark Ages Vampire. And Twitch! We gotta go raid some motherfucker!
Raid!
Who are we gonna raid? Questkeeper's just
raid
chatting.
somebody.
Just want to raid somebody
like you.
Someone like you. Yeah, you got it. Don't
Bastien
ever.
awakes as a Tremere. No, that's not how Tremere work. How dare
That's
you?
not. I mean, but it could be.
I mean, it is
Wait,
blood magic.
wait.
They can kind of do what they want, right?
I can do what I want.
Especially back then.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Who's streaming what right now? Let's go see
I want to
the
learn
usual table. Let's go raid the usual table. Raid.
Regis
Roll of-
Magica.
I always see
The-
roll of threes, and I'm like, is that Kelly?
Shut up. You're fired.
Ah, you can't fire me.
No, but I can
promoted
port you.
myself. Oh.
All right. Good night, everybody. Have a nice torporous sleep as we head out. Goodbye.